Right now, Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas are in Mexico for high-level talks with their Mexican counterparts on the migrant crisis. Secretary of State Blinken arriving in Mexico City just moments ago. These talks come as the largest migrant caravan we've seen in a year is moving closer to the U.S. and after a year of seemingly nonstop flow of migrants coming across our border. CBP sources telling NewsNation migrant encounters have already surpassed 250,000 for the month of December. And right now it's on the verge of breaking the previous monthly record set in September of nearly 270,000 encounters. Correspondent Joe Khalil is live in Washington. And Joe, what's expected to come from these talks?
Well, we know they're going to be really tough, Nichole. As you mentioned, Secretary Blinken arriving. It was about 25 minutes or so that you saw those images. He got off the plane. Eventually, he's going to be linking up with Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas from the Homeland Security Department, and they will be meeting together with Mexico's president, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, and his security cabinet, talking about ways that Mexico can be a stronger partner in the effort to try to limit and curb these record numbers of migrants coming through their country and getting to the U.S. southern border before they arrive there. That's going to mean a lot more law enforcement resources from Mexico and a number of other measures they would have to do to try to stem that flow. Now, hanging over all of this are the images that you see right now. There is another large migrant caravan heading north from the southern part of Mexico as we speak, in some ways overshadowing the meeting today. This timing couldn't be worse for Secretary Blinken. Some local media in Mexico estimate that the migrant numbers could be anywhere from 6,000 to 10,000 people in that caravan. Now, Nichole, that seems like a big number, 6,000 to 10,000. But when you consider the fact that Customs and Border Protection deal with basically that range of numbers and encounters every single day at the southern border, take a look over the last few months. In October and November, you've got 240,000, 242,000 encounters in November. So that's like 8,000 every single day. And then in the month of December, our Adley Bradley reporting that CBP is on track to actually break that record. 250,000 already. They may be headed toward something close to 270,000, which, as we mentioned, would set December up for a record. So that is what Secretary Blinken and President Obrador have to contend with right now. Now, President Obrador has already committed to working with countries like Guatemala, for example, to try to stem the flow of migrants from those countries before they even come into Mexico. And he says there are a number of things that Mexico's willing to do to be stronger partners with the United States. So let's see what comes out of these meetings later this afternoon, set to begin in roughly a half hour from now, Nichole.
All right, in just about a half hour. All right, Joe Khalil, live for us in Washington. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.